Yes, the Nintendo 3D. I'm sorry, I meant the new Nintendo 3DS XL, which has been on sale since the 13th of this month. And oh boy, it's been a total hassle to get your hands on one of these. I'll post a link down in the description on how you can get one of these handhelds. It's basically a site that lists which online retailers have them in stock or not. I would go with, actual online and not take the word of the retailer online and actually go into the store and just in case waste your time and gas just in case some retailer just strolls in there and buys all of them and just to resell them. But as of what I've seen, basically a lot of places are in stock, at least online. So we'll see. So I'll just post a link down in the description, so go ahead and check that out. So furthermore, let's go ahead and get started with the review. I won't waste your time on specs because I'm pretty sure you already know them after watching a review by some guy, reading the specs off a Wikipedia page or something. So I won't waste your time there. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, it has a glossy type finish, but as you can see, it's a total fingerprint magnet, and as you can tell, you can easily slip out of your hands if not careful. So I definitely recommend carrying a wet wipe or something just to wipe it down. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to point out. Inside you get a matte type finish, which is kind of similar to the DS Lite. Has the same type of feel of the texture. The new ZL and ZR buttons haven't really gotten in my way during normal gameplay, because I'm accustomed to knowing where the L and R buttons are, and won't really reach unless I know it's there. So it hasn't been really of a nuisance, to be honest. The new stylus placement isn't really annoying, even though it's usually on the right side. But honestly, I don't really use the stylus much anyway. The headphone jack has been placed in the middle now, which is kind of more convenient. Earbuds or headphones won't really get in your way during gameplay anymore, because I think it was right here actually. So it's not really to the corner, it's in the middle, so you can basically use it without it becoming a nuisance. The new C-Stick. Let's talk about this. As you can tell, it's kind of slippery. But to be honest, I want to be really honest with you guys. You guys can't really sometimes tell what you're doing because it doesn't have this ricochet type feel to it, which kind of bounces back. So you get the sense of not knowing what you're doing at times. And the material, honestly, it feels like it can rip out of the handheld if not, careful. Like, as if, like on Super Smash Bros. Use a C-Stick a lot, it can kind of rip out. But, yeah, that's just one of the things that you kind of wanted to point out. That's just my opinion, though. But as you can tell, it can easily slip. It actually has a groove, too. As you can probably see it right there. It has a groove to it, too. But just something I wanted to point out to you guys. And let's see, the volume slider, it's a, let's see, as you can tell, just watch this, guys. About halfway through, sound is barely audible, so that's kind of stupid in my opinion. It's either you want sound or not. It's as finicky as trying to pick a lock or something, as opposed to the 3D slider. As you can tell, maybe we'll see it in camera, but okay, I won't do that. As soon as I slide it, it distorts it. It distorts the image. So there's a big difference to the slider and stuff. But that's just my opinion. For the battery life, I've actually honestly only charged this device twice. One time after failed attempts at data transferring because I wasn't connected to the internet via Wi-Fi. But on my second charge, which is it's on now, after light and heavy usage, it's about 50%, and you actually get a 50% charge out of the box. Just wanted to point that out. As for the Amiibo feature, I don't really have any games enabled for that yet, like Super Smash Brothers. But from what my cousin has told me, I'm sorry, he said it works as easy as the Wii U, so that's just one thing I want to point out too. So yeah, that's about everything. One last thing I want to talk about is obviously the charger. You know, it's an electronic device. It's definitely something that, you know, it's needed. So I'm not sure why Nintendo, you know, decided not to include it. It's kind of stupid in my opinion. What's next? Nintendo 3 DIY, where you swap out between 2D and 3D screens depending on if you want to upgrade or not. That's just completely stupid, Nintendo. You know, I love Nintendo, but I'm not afraid to call them out on the flaws. But, you know, whatever, that's just my 2 cents.